How's it going, people? We're back, and again, within the week, change, man. I know we're making big strides forward. So today we have got pull and full day of eating going down. I'm going to pull up macros real quick, just to give you a quick rundown at the start of the video as to what the macros are, because they are getting pretty low at this point. I've only got carbs pretty much in 2 meals now, essentially just 2 main meals of carbs. Current macros for the day are just under 300 carb, just under 2,400 calories, and 220 grams of protein. So, go through meal 1, got it already. I can just smell it and it's making me want to eat it. So, currently, this camera's propped up on top of the bowl of pineapple. We've got 100 grams of pineapple and a black coffee in a Batman mug. Batman or Spider-Man mug is an essential, non-negotiable. If not, you don't actually absorb the black coffee properly. The caffeine just goes nowhere. So it has to be a Batman mug. And if you're not on that, get on that. Meal number 1. I don't want to tip the eggs out, but we've got 2 eggs, 4 bacon medallions, 100 grams of mushrooms, and I also throw an onion in there as well. Topped off with some barbecue from Nando's, some peri barbecue. Meal number 1. I'll also, alongside this, get 1.5 litres of water down. This has got a hydration supplement in there as well. So the hydration supplement I'm using at the minute is Black Mamba. That's the brand, and it's just their hydrate product. It's a Caribbean Crush flavour. It's actually pretty good. I've really been enjoying it. I love my artificial sweetness. You'll see later on with sparkling water. Sparkling water, flavoured sparkling water. It's not sparkling water. I'm not posh. I promise. Please believe me. Flavoured sparkling water, basically just like lemonade, but without the lemon. Yeah, I'm just waffling now. I'm going to crack on, eat meal number 1, and then I'll catch you in a bit. Pre-workout I've made up already because I've been enjoying it cold. So, yeah, I'm going to crack on, eat this because I can feel my stomach going. And I'll catch you in a bit for meal number 2, which is pre-workout, and then it's time for pull. Right, here we are, meal number 2, pre-workout. Best meal of the day. I'm telling you, best meal of the day. So we've got, again, rice pudding, 100 grams of fruit, 10 grams dark chocolate, a little bit of sugar-free golden syrup in there, cinnamon on top, 10 out of 10. And then what I've been doing with my whey, making like a little whey cake. So whack that in the microwave, make a whey paste, mix that all through, whack it in the microwave for 1.5 minutes, and you get like this little cake texture, little lava cake. You can tell I'm 4 weeks out because that's exciting me. #trenches. No, but we're all good. Apart from a little bit of mental blips here and there, obviously. Brain function is slowing down significantly. I'm struggling to think, essentially. But I guess it's just part of it. It is what it is. I'm choosing to do this, which I keep reminding myself every single day. No one's forcing me to do this. I'm doing it to myself. So I'm trying to lean into that difficulty and just keep pushing through it. But yeah, I'm going to get on and eat this meal because I'm not staring at this any longer. It's too good to wait around for. So I'm going to crack on, eat this, watch a YouTube video, because I need YouTube when I eat, because I've got the attention span of a fish. Especially now, my attention span is so cooked. But yeah, I'm going to eat this, and then I'll catch you in the gym. I've got pull today, and then I've got 15 minutes cardio to do afterwards. Another in-person check-in with Big HP. So yeah, that'll be in the video as well, with a little bit of a pose. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit.
Right, just quickly as well, whilst waiting for Car to warm up, I'll run you through pre-workout subs and intra-workout subs again. So pre-workout, I've got 15 grams of a pump pre-workout, ESN crank pump, I think it's the pro one, I don't know, it's not the Wesley Vizers one, it's just the regular one. And then I've got 4 grams of Conte, the stim, in there as well. And then we've just had this decreased, my intra. It's gone from 30 grams down to 20 grams of carbs. And then I've also got in there 10 grams of creatine. So that's just kind of the easiest way I get my creatine in, because I actually remember to put it in then. Otherwise I do just tend to forget. So yeah, that's one of the other things that has changed. I think since the last full day of eating, quite a lot's changed, but over the last couple of weeks that has been the only thing that's really changed. So yeah, just a small decrease in intra-workout and a small decrease of rice in my meal later on. But yeah, I'm pretty much ready to head over to Corpus now, crack on with pull. I've got abs first. I'm not going to record that because it's boring. Nobody wants to watch it, so I'll catch you when I'm on to my single arm pull downs. Again, no talking, I'm just kind of focusing on getting through the sessions and maintaining reps. So yeah, another quiet session, but we'll get it done. I'll catch you after the session.
Right, we're back. Session done. Pretty fucking good one, to be fair. Visuals afterwards, again, pretty solid. Obviously, you'll see those because I recorded them. But for post-workout, we have got whey cake, again, with a little bit of sugar-free golden syrup, this bad boy, and some cinnamon, and then bulk of the meal, which is rice pudding, berries, and a little bit of cinnamon again. But yeah, that is pretty much it for post-workout food. I'm really bad, to be honest. I'm not going to talk too much about this meal. I'll throw macros up on screen. I don't know them off the top of my head. These are the two biggest carb meals of the day, though, pre and post. So yeah, I'm going to go eat this because I'm starving after that session in cardio, and then I'll catch you in a bit for meal number 4. It's 3 o'clock at the minute, so I'm probably going to start cooking that relatively soon, just because I've got to be up slightly earlier tomorrow, so I don't want to be eating my last meal as late. So it just means meals will be a little bit closer, which I don't mind because I'm fucking hungry. But yeah, sit down, eat this, and I'll catch you later on. Right, meal number 4. Going through them rapidly. It's 4 o'clock, not too long after I ate meal number 3 post-workout, to be honest. But like I said, I want my last meal eaten a little bit earlier than normal, so it got me done. I just took too long in the gym, to be honest. Ended up yapping a fair bit. Yes, I am sat topless because I'm actually warm for once, which is a nice rare occurrence, to be completely honest at this point. Like, at the minute I've just been cold constantly. So yeah, I'll take it. But meal number 4, we've got banana, 10 grams of dark chocolate, and then we've got a beef bowl. So in this I've got onions, cucumber, pickles, lettuce, lighter than light mayo, mustard, and ketchup. Obviously Monster and Squares bars ready to go. High day Squares bars, unfortunately, not daily Squares bars. But yeah, kind of like a little mock burger bowl. It's the closest I'm going to get to anything that tastes like a burger, so I'm rinsing the shit out of it, basically. So yeah, I'm going to eat this, and then I'll catch you for meal number 5. Proper bodybuilding meal, this last one. So yeah, got that to look forward to. I bet you can guess what it is already, just based off a bodybuilding meal. But yeah, I've got a PT later on, so that will be in the car after that. So yeah, I'll catch you later on. Yeah, whilst I'm here as well, whilst I remember. Sparkling water. It's been absolutely carrying me, to be completely honest. Nice cold bottle of sparkling water. Fizzy water, sparkling water, flavoured. It's not actually sparkling water. I keep sounding like a posh. Yeah, I just keep sounding too posh when I say sparkling water. It ain't sparkling water. It's basically lemonade with different flavouring. But yeah, it's been banging. Today we've got raspberry and rhubarb from Sainsbury's. Best one I've had though is the peach and mango, but I'm saving that one for tomorrow for work. But yeah, those have been absolutely carrying me through prep. Hasn't fucked my digestion yet, the sweetness, so I'm going to keep rinsing them until it does, basically. Right, we're back. Final meal of the day. And we record it inside of the shitbox again. PT all wrapped up. Just one session tonight, nice and chill. Obviously, not ideal having to come back out in the evenings. That's when energy kind of dips off the most, but money's money. It's got to be made. So yeah, final meal of the day. We have got chicken, rice, who'd have guessed, bodybuilding meal, crazy, and a little bit of sauerkraut and 10 grams of almond butter. And that is final meal of the day. I'm going to get this down. I'm going to outro the video when I get back home. I'm also going to kind of run through how prep's been going, because I haven't really done that on here, to be fair. I haven't really sat down and actually spoke about kind of how I've been during prep, how prep's been so far. There's like the whole process. So yeah, when I get back, I'm going to sit down and have a little chat with the camera and just kind of break down how my mindset's been and kind of how I've been feeling. So yeah, like I said, I haven't done that.
I feel like YouTube is the perfect place to do that, and I've not been taking advantage of it. So yeah, I will crack on, eat this, and then I'll catch you when I get back home for a little bit of a chat.
Right, completely forgot to outro it, and yeah, we're now 2 days later. When I'm editing the video, I realised I completely forgot. I said I would when I got back. I just didn't. I just went straight to sleep, to be completely honest. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of a talk, kind of how it's all been mentally, a little bit. I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's not something I'm really like overly comfortable talking about massively. Like, it is a bit of an awkward thing to talk about, but yeah, we're gonna kind of break it down. But yeah, it's been obviously probably one of the toughest things I've had to do. So obviously that is a privilege in itself. That being one of the toughest things I've had to do. So yeah, mentally it's been a bit of a slog. Some days, obviously, some days are better than others, but yeah, I've been a lot more irritable and a little bit more snappy compared to normal, which I've noticed. Obviously, trying to keep it under control as I can, but sometimes it doesn't stay under. If that makes sense, like it just happens, and then I realise a couple of minutes later that I've done it, and I feel like an absolute bellend. But yeah, there's that. Also, like, emotionally, I feel like I've been a bit more emotional in a sense. Like, I've not been like crying or nothing, but just everything feels a bit more elevated. And obviously, I feel like that's just down to lack of food, lack of body fat, whatever. But yeah, it's been kind of one of those things where I've definitely noticed that as well. I'm not usually an emotional person at all. If you couldn't tell, shocker, I know. But yeah, I'm not like that normally. So to kind of go from pretty much nothing to a fair bit, not everything, but like a fair bit is a bit of a weird one. So yeah, I was going to say that's kind of my only thoughts so far on it all. Like, the physical aspect is so easy. Like, I don't find the cardio difficult, I don't find the training difficult, but when it comes down to like the mental aspect, not like anything to do with food, like the food aspects sound like I know I'm not going to binge. Like, there's a greater goal at hand, and I know what I need to do to work towards it. And if I binge, that's just going to be so counterproductive that I'm not actually going to benefit from it at all. And like, I know it's not going to make me feel any less hungry, because when we've had refeeds, I felt even hungrier the next day. So I know, for one, it's going to make the look worse, and for two, I'm not going to actually feel any less fucked than I am. If anything, I'll feel worse. So yeah, mentally, for the binge aspect of it, there's nothing sort of there. Like, I know I'm not going to do that, but mentally, more along like everything else, like mentally I'm slowing down. Like, I'm struggling to think sometimes, and like I'm not a person that normally does that. So by having this now, it's kind of weird. And like, obviously, if I look at post-workout shots and I feel like they're terrible and I feel like we're so far behind, I'll get in my own head a little bit about it. And if I have a shit training session again, I'll get in my head about it, and it's really weird. Like, I'm not usually a person that does that. I'm not usually a person that takes everything at face value. Like, I'll try and think quite logically about it, but in this case, I really just haven't been. So yeah, it's a little bit of a weird one. Obviously, with it being my first prep, this is the first time I'm kind of experiencing everything. So yeah, it's weird, but obviously a welcome challenge. So yeah, we're now 3.5 weeks out. So yeah, it's getting close. Final little dig now. We've just had an increase today of cardio, and that's been the only change made since, obviously, I recorded this on Tuesday. It's now Thursday. So yeah, we've had an increase of cardio. Extra 15 minutes went in today. So yeah, I think it's a total of like extra 40 minutes across the week, I think. But yeah, after this, I'm going to do a quick posing round, and then obviously just head off to bed. because yeah, I've had all my meals for the day, everything for tomorrow's all prepped. Like the routine is the most locked in it's been. So yeah, it's kind of just one of those things I've got to keep pushing now for the next 3.5 weeks, and then show number one. But yeah, I'm trying to be present. I'm not trying to like wish the time away. I'm trying to take in everything as it comes and deal with everything as it comes, and not just like wish each point away. Like trying to be present and kind of enjoy the moment as much as I can, because obviously this isn't a permanent thing. So yeah, I've got to live in the moment and not wish for something that isn't here. Like the grass isn't always greener. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up that here and fully outro the video now. So yeah, obviously, if you do like the content, just drop a comment, drop a like, obviously subscribe if you're new, and if you would be so kind, obviously it'll massively help out the channel. I will try and be more consistent with this, obviously once we start getting into off season, and for the rest of this prep I'm going to try and be a little bit better with recording. So yeah, be more videos to come, and then obviously in a couple of weeks show day video. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up here, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.